Hey, just for future reference, before this episode starts, it starts out with the screen you see right now with face cam and everything. I think it's about 20 minutes in. I switch over to where it's just the page that we're looking at. I was originally gonna edit in that and afterwards, after we were done, but it ended up being a lot more complicated, or we were clicking on a lot more stuff than I thought we would. So, uh, you know, the first 20 minutes or so, you're not going to see the movie posters we're talking about, but it eventually will switch over, and not that long. So, thanks. All right. Well, hey, we're back again. your
A little
old
something different.
your old pals, yeah, something different. Who I think back in the original show that we did, I think we only did maybe two episodes that weren't movies. We did the episode where is there any horror villain that was justified, and then we did the one that we just did our like top 10 movies. But besides that, I think every episode was at least a review of a movie or a TV show. Except for that like 15-minute, if you remember, where we were just talking about like aliens. And I put that out. But besides that, everything else was a movie. But we're here today to technically talk about movies, but not really do a review. Me and Tyler, I was pushing for us to start using the Letterboxd app because I thought it'd be fun to, because we watch a whole bunch of other shit in our off time that we don't make episodes about or really talk about, just to each other. So I thought it'd be fun if we could see like what the other people had been watching for the week and stuff like that. And I noticed the other day there's a list of the top 250 highest rated horror movies on Letterboxd. It's updated constantly, and the only reason I say that is because I'm looking at it right now, and in the top or in the bottom 250, there's a movie that's literally brand new, and so I'm
Yeah,
like,
I saw
oh,
that too.
okay,
Yeah.
they're like keeping this shit updated. Um,
I'm
all
sure it's
this
based
is
on the rankings, right?
Yeah,
Like
all of
the
this is
stars.
user rated. So these are all the ratings. It's you, on the app. You rate it, 5 stars, or between 5 stars. So this is the highest rated 250 horror movies based on the users. So we're getting a feel here, Tyler, for what other people think about horror movies.
All right.
Because me and you have very different opinions on some movies that people like and some movies that people hate. The one, funny enough, I think I referenced it in the last episode, but that Dashcam movie that me and you were like, oh yeah, this movie kind of rules. And
I love that movie.
everything I've ever seen on it is this movie's a fucking piece of shit.
It's so good. Anyways, I don't want to go on my.
Yeah, I know, but we're not gonna sit here and fucking talk about 250 movies. We'll go through the list. We'll see what people are ranking. We're basically here too to add some movies to the list of shit we should watch, stuff that we haven't heard about. Um, yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to get from this list, Tyler, besides what I already mentioned?
Um. So usually the way we pick our movies to review, it's this very in-depth scientific process of Tom goes, "Hey, I saw something," and then we watch it.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, we have what 280 of these episodes, or
Something like
something
that.
like
Yeah.
that. So we were, we got like three movies already lined up, but this is kind
Yeah.
of our way to, I don't want to say step out, but expand our universe.
Yeah.
Maybe some of these movies are, I don't know, advertised not to
Yeah.
where we watch stuff.
I'm also curious to see how many of these movies we've covered on the podcast going through it. Because
Yeah,
we
well,
we only watch the best.
yes and no.
Uh,
I don't. It's gonna be something. We'll find out. Like I said, um, without like, obviously there's 250, so we can't give an in-depth review to each one of these.
yeah.
I'm not gonna make Tom do all the work of linking. movies that we've watched, so you could watch the podcast afterwards or whatever you want to rehash of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So we'll do our best to give our opinions.
Yeah, like if
Ideally,
there's
some of
stuff
these are
that
memorable.
I would hope so if they're on the fucking 250 best of all time.
Well, how many horror movies do you think there are estimated total? 250 is a lot.
There's at least like 900.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting 900. I was expecting like 5,000. Anyway, there's about 840.
There's got to be that many.
But anyway, so yeah, so
Anyways.
I mean, once we get to the top of the list, obviously we're gonna check these out.
Yeah.
Again, Tom did a little pre-chat, and there's also gonna be the debate on whether movies are even
whether or not it's horror. Because as with the list, when you click on it, it starts at number 1, so you have to like real quick scroll down to the bottom. And as I was going, I would catch like a movie here and there. And I saw one that I was like, really? We're counting that as a horror movie? But, so we will see. All right, so hey, without further ado, here is the 250 highest rated horror movies of all time, according to Letterboxd users.
Is there a better way to look at these? Because I can't even see the title on some of them.
I'm having to click on some of them. Some of them I can see the title, and then, well, do you have it? You have it open on desktop, right? I got my phone open. Yeah,
it's on desktop.
All right. Well.
So
yeah,
but
so
it's still very small.
Number 250 is The House That Jack Built, ranking in at number 250, which is a movie, Tyler, that I have on my list that I wanted us to check out. I've never seen it. I'm going to be honest, I probably would have watched it already, but it is like 2 hours and 45 minutes long. And when it gets up to that long, I start going, well, this has to either really be good or else I'm going to lose interest halfway through the movie, and that'll be it. 249, Theater of Blood.
So it looks like the type of movie you'd already seen.
It's is it what's his face? The famous dude? Vincent Price, it is, yeah.
It is, yeah. I might have seen that.
I'm not I haven't watched a whole lot of Vincent Price movies.
His stuff used to come on real late at night on like USA on like the weekend.
Yeah,
That's
nowadays you would find it on the old ass movie channel. What is it called? Where they just keep playing like 50s and 60s movies.
I don't know.
I don't know. Also,
classic AMC classic.
That's it. Yeah. Also, before I clicked on the thing to read the title, I was just looking at the poster. I swore to God that it looked like it said "There Will Be Blood," and I went, "We're counting There Will Be Blood as a horror movie."
I thought the picture was Sean Connery. I was like, oh. But
yeah. 248, Vampires in Havana.
Never heard of it.
It looks like an animated movie. Well, the cover's animated.
It is animated. And
yeah.
The art style adds a lot of stuff to it. They also guess what this ranking it got?
Okay.
With 18 fans. Only 18 people have seen this movie, Tom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the ranking is 3.6.
All right.
Well, anyway.
247, Ginger Snaps. I've heard the name. Never watched it.
Yeah, it doesn't. So I enjoy beautiful women. Honestly, I do.
Gay.
Not so much. It looks like, and I'm just judging it by the picture because obviously I haven't seen it. It just seems like it's almost like horror porn, right? Like hot chicks running or whatever. Not my bag.
Ooh, they're sisters.
Is what it is.
We're getting kinky.
See, just that statement is the reason
Yeah.
Anyway.
246, The Hidden. Oh, it's got the fucking dude, the chicken walk guy.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
I don't either. He's from Blue Velvet. That's what we're referencing there. The David Lynch film.
It doesn't tell me his name. It has all these tags in it. Kyle MacLachlan
there you
Michael
go.
Nouri? Is it Kyle?
It's Kyle, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That guy, he's in it. Never heard of
him.
it.
He's the original guy from Dune also.
Yeah.
That's right, guys. Those are the 5 worst according to Letterboxd on this
Yeah.
list, and we have seen none of them.
We have seen none of them. One of them's on the list, though. Give me some credit for that.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Number 245 is a movie called The Addiction, that if you click on it, in the background, it looks like Tommy Wiseau. And that's all I can see. But it's a woman. Christopher
I think
Walken.
I've seen this.
I've never fucking heard of it or seen it.
The lady has a very, I mean, just the actress has a very distinct speaking voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost rough and gravelly.
Yeah.
But I want to say I've seen it. I don't remember it, so I can't speak to it.
Yeah. Number 244. I had a stroke saying that. You Won't Be Alone.
I'm not gonna lie, this one was intriguing.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Never heard of it.
The art style, I don't know, but
No.
this sounds exactly like a Suspiria type movie for me. But anyways,
Yeah. 243. The
I'm gonna add that
Long
one to the
Walk.
list there, bud.
Never fucking heard of The Long Walk. Yeah. Any idea?
No clue. I'm gonna click it though.
An old Laotian hermit discovers the ghost of a road accident victim. Never heard of it.
No, even the description's busted. An old Laotian hermit discovers that a ghost of a road accident victim can transport him back in time 50 years, the moment it was...
Who was his mother's painful death. So you know that...
I got to that point and I just stopped reading.
You know.
All right,
really...
and 242.
242. I've seen this one. I like this one. 242.
Which one is it?
It's Saw. It's the OG. I clicked on it to make sure.
It's not the third one because the W looks
You
a
would
little
think.
elongated.
But no, it is the original one.
It just says Saw. Yeah.
Yeah. The original one. Good movie. One of the best twists in all of horror that really you can only see once. When you see Saw for the first time and the twist happens, it makes that movie because you're like, oh shit, you know. But yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I'm looking at something real fast.
Yeah. All right.
So I mean, we can keep going.
Okay.
But here's my thing.
Yeah.
The Long Walk has been seen by 4 people and got a 3.5.
Yeah.
It's all been seen by 12,000, and these are just people who've reviewed.
Yeah.
And it got a 3.6. So how many of these movies above it are going to be being seen by like a handful of people?
Technically, yeah. You could like, if you made a movie and you were just the only person to review it, you could give it 5 stars and you'd be at the top.
You'd be close. Yeah.
You'd
I'm
be
sure
close.
there's other ones that, well, no, yeah, you're right. Because if anyone gave it less than 5,
Yeah, then it would immediately
bring it down. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we'll do it. We'll make a movie and we'll do 5 stars and then hope just no one ever sees it. And it just stays at the top forever. But anyway.
The Saw, good movie.
Saw,
I don't think
good
we've
movie.
ever reviewed them.
Never reviewed it. There's a lot of them. I don't know. We don't have to watch all of them, but
There was like, I think that and The Purge. We had planned on doing a collective. We usually do something special for Halloween.
Yeah.
Maybe we do the Saws
maybe.
for the month of October.
Yeah. Maybe.
There's enough of them.
There's plenty of them. There's so many now that I've stopped watching them. Like I haven't seen like the last 3.
Yep.
Number 241, Longlegs. This is the one that I talked about that I said this is like brand new and it's on the list. We just did a review of it last week or whenever that episode came out, the double feature with Maxine and Longlegs. I think you liked it more than me.
You do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you click on the thing?
On Longlegs?
Yeah,
Okay.
bring it up so it's big.
Yeah.
That lady in the back cutting herself open.
Yeah.
What? Did I fall asleep during that or something?
Yeah, that happened. Yeah. That was that one lady's mom, and remember she was like stabbing the doll or whatever, and then she goes and sits down and like cuts herself on the stomach.
Gotcha.
But anyway, Longlegs, yeah, I think you liked it more than me. It was interesting. That's how I would like. It's worth a watch, but I don't know. I'm still not really sure how I felt about it.
I wrote a review for it on Letterboxd
You did.
that you should read. And,
Yeah, I'll link our letterbox things in the.
Mine's a work in progress. Tom spent a lot more time on it.
I've been. Tyler took a solid month off. Like he got the app, watched Bad Times at El Royale that I want him to watch, made a review, and then disappeared for like a month.
I think I'm at 50, not reviews, but just ratings.
Just ratings, yeah, and you have like 3 actual reviews or something.
But
anyways, number what is this 240? Ganja and Hess. Never heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't.
1973. Something tells me that by ganja they don't mean marijuana.
This looks weird as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
Number 239 is a movie called Titan that I have not seen, but I've heard of, and I know that people enjoyed it. Which obviously, if it's on the 250. I'm gonna be honest, Tyler. I think this movie, it's like a woman fucks a car and becomes a car or something. I'm pretty sure that's what that movie's about.
I read the review, and the review might be for the wrong movie.
What of?
The Titan.
Following a series of unexpected crimes, a former firefighter is reunited with his son, who's been missing for 10 years.
It's his and son, but the person on the fucking cover is a woman.
I'm gonna be honest. That doesn't sound like Titan either.
That's that right.
You know what? I'm gonna take that synopsis and Google it. It says Titan. Oh, maybe this is maybe it's a dude. I don't know. Anyway, but Titan. We might need to watch it one day.
List. I don't know. Do you have a list going?
No. Maybe you should do it because you can. I'm like, you got more things available to you. All right, so here's a weird thing. So 239 is Titan, okay? 238, The Omen. All right, the original Omen. I've seen this movie. I've done a review on this movie for the channel. Great movie. If you hover over it, Titan has an average of 4 stars. The Omen has an average of 3.5.
The Omen's been seen by 400 people.
Well, only 400.
Seen by like 2,000 or something.
Yeah, but that's because you got these fucks like Maverick who are like old equals bad, and they just don't watch old movies. They're like, anything that's older than I am, I'm not watching it.
Just real fast. Titan, was there anything else we wanted? Oh, He Won't Be Alone.
Yeah, and
you got The House that Jack Built or whatever.
The House that Jack Built, I got that saved. And maybe that Ganja and Hess movie?
No, I have veto Ganja and Hess, but anyways.
But anyway, yeah, The Omen. It rules. Go watch it. If you haven't, it's a classic. You need to see it. I can't attest for the sequels. I haven't watched it. I will say though, I wanted us to do an episode on the new one, the first Omen, because I heard that against all odds that movie kicks ass, and everyone who's seen it is like, somehow they made a good one. They're like, I don't know how they did it, but they did it. 237, Under the Skin. Never seen it. Never heard of it. Is this Scarlett Johansson?
It is Scarlett Johansson.
It is ScarJo.
And what's that movie with different supermodel species?
Yeah.
It's like that, but I can get
Wasn't she in Species? Like what's the Morgan Freeman one? And she like goes back in time and there's like apes and shit.
That's Lucy.
Lucy, okay.
I really liked Lucy and no one else did. I'm gonna be honest with you.
My dad did.
I added that movie to the list.
Under the Skin?
Yeah, it's on the list. Sorry.
Number 236, a classic. Tales from the Hood. If you've never seen Tales from the Hood, I highly recommend you go and watch it. It's a good movie. Kind of shocked that it's on the 250 best, but you know, I'm not mad at it.
If I'm not mistaken, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure other films have done it. It's the first one I remember where it's like a series of stories in one movie, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So
Well,
like I don't know what you call that.
Creep Show
Like
is
a
way
collection
older.
of short stories wrapped up in one
It's
thing.
a anthology movie,
Oh
I
yeah,
believe
creep
is.
shows. Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah. But Tales from the Hood.
it's pretty good. I mean, obviously the title kind of is misleading. Not misleading, but it probably gets judged by its title a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a horror flick, you
Yeah.
know. Like,
235, The Spiral Staircase from 1946. Obviously, would you be shocked to learn that I've never heard of this or seen it?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, I've never seen it, but there's a fine line between older scary movies and then you
Yeah.
have older stuff like the Universals, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
a lot of, I mean, don't get me wrong, Universals are classics, blah blah. But it's like when we watched the original Nosferatu,
Mm-hmm.
none of that was scary, none of it was jarring because we're used to like such mainstream, in your face, over the top like
Yeah,
horror, right?
yeah.
So I don't want to watch this old flick because I have a feeling it's
I
gonna
don't
be like
either. Yeah.
nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it, as far as like fear or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we get to the top like 50 and there's a couple old ones in there, then maybe. But
Yeah. Yeah, that you hit a certain level of oldness that like it becomes like life was so different back then that their concept of horror is just so funny. I know I watched another movie that was like from the 30s and it was like a phantom dude like killing people at this castle. And I watched it just because I was like, all right, well this is
hold on,
historical. Yeah.
you're not talking about Phantom of the Opera, are you?
I'm not talking about Phantom of the
Okay.
Opera. No.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I was watching it, and it's almost it's kind of fun to watch because of how old it is and the history of it. But like entertainment wise, scare wise, you know, yeah, and we're committing blasphemy for saying such because you watch all these videos of all these filmmakers, and one of my favorite, Robert Eggers, he's remaking Nosferatu that we're very excited for, and I'm sure he loves the original Nosferatu, but we watched it and we were like, ooh.
So, like, not to like start an argument,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna say anything pre 1970s is suspense and not really horror.
Oh yeah.
Like think of all the Hitchcock films. They're
Hmm.
not like scary, they're just suspenseful,
Yeah.
right? Like, and they're good. If you consider suspense horror, then go for it.
Uh,
But like, I'm never gonna be awake at night thinking about birds attacking me. You know, like, but it's just like I said. Again, just my
yeah.
opinion.
Now I know you did just say that, but number 234
All right,
is
ooh.
called Black Sabbath. It's from 1963, and the poster and the background, if you click on it, looks kind of great. And it's three short tales of supernatural horror. So look at that, 63 they were doing these types of movies.
Are you adding it to the list?
Yeah, add Black Sabbath to the list.
What of a bitch.
Number 233, Ravenous. Oh, I've seen this movie. Have I
Hey,
seen this movie? Yeah, I have. Yeah.
that's Guy Pearce.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it in the poster, but in the screen,
I think this is the movie I'm thinking about, and they're fucking like vampires. Fort Worth, boy and his regiment aid a wounded frontiersman who recounts a horrifying tale of a wife. Yeah, I've seen Ravenous. I liked Ravenous. I remember this.
I don't think I've seen it. The whole plot of it kind of reminds me of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, you're gonna have to go off Tom on this one.
Yeah.
Is it good or bad?
Yeah, I like Ravenous. Go watch Ravenous. Keep in mind that I just sat here for 2 minutes going, have I seen this? Yeah, I've seen this. Have I? Like, so maybe I haven't seen, or don't remember that much about it, but I remember liking it.
Well, I mean, you have films that like you'll remember till the day you die. And you
Yeah,
can probably like, even though you've seen it once, you can tell you like everything that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have films like this that were good but not good enough to be memorable. So it's a fun
Yeah.
watch, you know.
232, Jigoku? Jigoku?
Jigoku.
Yeah. 1960. Never heard of it. The background picture looks pretty cool. Of like the lady, and there's like a thing of fire behind her. But, no idea. 231, Ichi the Killer. Obviously, I've heard of this movie. I've never watched
it. Is a
it.
Yakuza member? Is that...
No.
Do you just search Yakuza and watch everything?
No. You know Ichi the Killer, right?
No.
You don't? Oh, man. Yeah, add that one to the list. That's one that we should have watched a long time ago, but we never... I'm surprised it's this low, honestly, because I've heard it's one of the best.
All right.
But what was that one we watched that you hated, but I really liked? Audition.
Yeah.
Audition. Yeah. 230, Mad Love. 1935. Goddamn. Oh, it's
I can tell me the art that
it's the fucking guy with the wild eyes.
Oh, the guy from
not the dude from Young Frankenstein.
Oh, that's what I was. Yeah, Eagle War from the Young Frankenstein. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no clue who that guy is, but he does have wild eyes. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'll say my keyboard won't let me write that in.
229, Tigers Are Not Afraid.
Jesus Christ!
Never heard of it.
Read the thing on it.
A dark fairy tale about a gang of 5 children trying to survive the horrific violence of the cartels and the ghosts created every day by the drug war.
God damn.
Oh. I'm sure that's a feel-good movie. I'm sure it has a happy ending. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
That's a pass from me, dog.
Yeah.
Is that guy?
Number 228, Singapore Sling, which this is very misleading because it's from 1990.
What the hell?
But if you click on it, it looks like it's a movie from the 50s.
It does. And, like, I don't understand the description.
I don't know. Well, do you think it's really from Singapore?
Maybe, because that's...
Well, it's directed by Nikos Nikolodis. That kind of sounds Russian.
What the fuck? All right, I'm adding this next movie to the list. Go ahead and introduce it. Sorry.
227, Celia. I assume that's how you pronounce that.
Celia.
Never heard of it. Why are you adding it to the list, Tyler?
Just the description of it seems super fucking intriguing. I don't know if it's gonna be horror, but like, imagine you're a small child, and everyone who makes you mad, you literally invent creatures in your mind to destroy them.
Oh,
did you not read the thing?
No, I was reading it. Yeah.
Oh, so like this seems like right up my alley. So,
all right.
Like I said, this list isn't definitive. Like,
we should have also kept track. You should have been keeping track of how many we've seen.
2?
What we saw and Longlegs and The Omen. Saw, Longlegs, The Omen, Tales from the Hood, Ravenous.
Excuse me. Maybe half a point for Ravenous.
Yeah. So keep track, and then you can go ahead and add down another one because number 226 is Gremlins, the original Gremlins.
Which is kind of blasphemy that it's this far down, right?
Kinda, because you think of
some people don't consider it a horror movie.
Yeah.
But that first Gremlins, pretty scary.
Also pretty fucking gruesome. Like they like throw a gremlin in a microwave and shit, like blow them up.
I think a blender too.
Yeah, they're a blender. Like it's pretty gruesome. Some of the kills in that. We did an episode on it a long time ago. You can go check that out. I don't remember if... I think you were there for it. I think it was the 3 of us. But, yeah, Gremlins. So, we've seen that. We like it. It's fine. If somehow you've managed to... I don't know, if you've managed to get through life this long without seeing Gremlins, maybe now's the time to go check it out.
I mean, I suggest it. It's a Christmas movie. I watch it every year.
It's a Christmas movie, yeah. Number 225 is The Orphanage. Never heard of it. I've heard of The Orphan. And I've watched The Orphan, but I've never...
Oh, you're right. I was gonna say, of course you've seen that.
Yeah, I've never
But
seen The Orphanage.
No, I've never seen it.
224, Death Becomes Her. 1992.
You've seen this, haven't you? I've seen it. You want me to tell you about it?
No, I've never seen this. Bruce
So
Willis.
it's like, yeah, but he's like the husband, and he has a wife and then a mistress, and then they kill each other, but somehow they both become immortal.
Oh, yeah?
So the whole movie is just them shooting each other and throwing them off balconies and crazy stuff. It's not a horror at all, though.
Uh-huh.
Like, I would even say it's not even suspense. It's almost like a comedy. No,
the poster kind of looks comedy-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, yeah. I think it is, but...
223, In a Glass Cage, 1986. Never heard of it. A mysterious teenager named Angelo cares for Klaus, a German doctor with a dark past who lives trapped in an iron lung. Oh. This doesn't sound like a good time at all. Also,
there's a movie.
Hey, Tyler, do we have any guesses at what Klaus, the German doctor's dark past might be?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, what is it?
There was that one super sketch doctor who worked for the Nazis who did all the experiments on all the people.
Yeah.
Remember? I don't remember his name.
I don't
but
either.
Maybe that's best. Like, I mean, we need to remember.
I mean, we watched a movie where literally the twist of the movie was that the killer was that guy.
Yeah, I can't remember his fucking name.
I don't know.
But it's okay.
Angel of Death. I remember they called him that.
Yeah, I don't want to like celebrate or spread his name, right? Because he's a pretty fucking rotten person.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You got to know your history so you don't repeat it. You don't necessarily need to know the names.
I think we'll skip that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. 222, The Gemini, or just Gemini.
Did you read that off the poster?
Yeah. The poster, well, you'll see it because I'll edit it in here, but the poster, it's in Japanese.
You dummy, at the bottom it's written.
And I see at the very bottom, but it's like in faded red.
It's matching. The colors like blend.
Yeah, like when his mother's untimely death quickly follows with his father's, the doctor begins to believe a killer may be targeting him and his amnesic wife. Oh. Never heard of it, never seen it.
The title doesn't make me believe that it's horror either. It makes me believe it's more suspense.
More thriller, yeah.
Yeah.
221, Candyman, the original Candyman. We did an episode on this back in the day. This movie rules if you've never seen it. Tyler, I seem to remember you didn't like it.
It was very slow. It's cool. But like I said, it's a slow burn.
Yeah. I remember, like, I think if I remember right, I gave it like an 8 or something. Like, I really like Candyman. I own it. It's up on the shelf. So that one you can put down as we've seen it and it's on the shelf. That's a whole different list in itself of if it's on the shelf. 220, Angel Heart. Never heard of it.
It doesn't look like I want to hear about it either. Like, that's so weird because
Mickey Rourke and Robert De Niro, though.
I don't know. I have weird opinions on Mickey Rourke, but
yeah,
I don't know. I just never liked him.
Like
in anything. I don't know why he's as big as he is. And I don't mean fat because he ballooned up. I meant like, why he's famous. He was in some movie that was kind of like all the ladies loved back in the day. It was like kind of smut or whatever or something. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't see. Anyways.
Never heard of this movie. I'm gonna be honest. This might be something Angel Heart. This might be something I watch in my free time, but I don't think we'd ever watch it for the podcast or anything.
Just okay.
Yeah.
Nothing. Go ahead.
All right. 219, Nori the Curse. I've watched this movie. I did a podcast episode on it.
Were you alone for that one?
I was alone for this one. I fucking hated that movie. This movie fucking sucks. I fucking despise it. This goddamn movie, they're like, oh, it's scary. It's so unsettling. It's fucking an hour and 30 minutes of them showing like a dog and then being like, ooh, look, what's that dog doing? And then at the end, they're like, hey, here's this kid. He's the devil. And it's like, oh, I never fucking saw that one coming. Yeah, Nori the Curse sucks. So,
hot take.
yeah, so you can go watch, if you want to hear me break down for 45 minutes how I really feel about that movie, you can go watch me talk about Nori the Curse. But anyway, yeah, you can mark that down as I've seen it.
Okay. I have no way of keeping track of that. I'm just going to go afterwards and count.
Yeah. Number 218, Opera, 1987. A young operetta is stalked by a deranged fan bent on killing the people associated with her to claim her for himself. The background and the poster kind of looks fucking brutal on this movie. Oh god. It's a Dario Argento film, Tyler.
Hey, you know what that means.
That means that it's going on the list.
It's going on the list.
It's going on the list, and we will watch it, and we will go, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. So look out for in a little bit for our review on Opera.
Yeah, all you Tyler fans out there, let's buckle in. It's gonna get good.
Number 217, The Lost Boys. I think me and you have both seen this.
It's a brilliant movie. I love it.
I think it's fine. It wasn't The Lost Boys to me wasn't nearly as cool as I wanted it to be, and it's weird to say because it's not, but it almost seems like a kids movie to me. And maybe it helps because part of the storyline is Corey Feldman and that group of kids that they got going on. There's a movie called Near Dark with Bill Paxton that to me, I think it even came out the same year, that to me is the grown-up version of The Lost Boys, and that movie fucking rules, and I hope it's on the list. But yeah, The Lost Boys is fine, you know.
Good movie.
Yeah, go watch it if you haven't.
Again,
yeah,
I gotta keep reminding myself that we're in like the bottom 200s.
Yeah.
Like, and don't get me wrong, Lost Boys might not be considered horror by a lot, which it is, has jump scares and stuff.
Yeah.
That being said, it's way too good of a movie to be a 217.
Yeah.
Now, horror-wise, is it better than the original fucking Saw? No, not at all. Like,
yeah.
So these lists, I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Number 216, I'm not sure how to say this title. Bedeviled?
Bedeviled? Like,
Bedeviled?
Charmed? Bewitched, but instead of witch, it's a devil.
Okay, it's a Japanese movie.
Oh, god damn.
It's got 4,000 reviews.
Only 66 people liked it, though.
No, I see 4,000 people liked it.
What?
Yeah.
It literally says ratings, 66 fans.
Oh, 66 people have left reviews. I'm not really sure how this works, because if you look underneath the poster, it says 19,000 people have watched it, and then 4,335 have liked it. So I think 66 have like writ reviews for it, or wrote reviews.
Weird question for you. Now, we watch a lot of movies, and we consider ourselves, I don't know, we have opinions because everyone's allowed to have opinions. I'm not going to say we're cinephiles or anything like that. I would say that we're above average. Like, you know, we know directors. And this is nothing about this movie. This movie sounds horrible to me. This sounds like...
It didn't look good at all.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Anything involving, like, physical and sexual abuse, I feel like is more aimed towards the female audience because that's stuff that they fear.
Oh, yeah.
More so than me or you.
One of my favorite horror movies of all time is a rape revenge movie, which I don't think you're technically allowed to say. Like, that's not the genre name anymore, but that's what it used to be.
But how many people leaving reviews on these movies versus like and 5-star or whatever are just kind of like pretentious assholes who probably haven't even watched the movie?
You know, maybe.
Well, that's 10%, right? Well, you know, there's no answer. This next movie, though, looks amazing.
The next movie looks great. I was thinking the same thing. The Abominable Dr. Phibes.
Ooh.
And if you oh, it's a Vincent Price, but the
Ooh.
background they're like dummy people. I don't know what they are. They look great though. I like them.
I don't think this is a movie we can watch. I
Oh
mean, we can
yeah,
watch
when
it if we want. I mean, we can watch it. There's nothing wrong with it. It just sounds horrible.
but the name, how can it be bad with the abominable
I
doctor?
can't even pronounce a word in it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but
All right, well, we'll do a light added to the list. Obviously, none of us have seen that either.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
214, Seance. In 2000. Never seen it. Never heard of it, I don't think.
It actually, from the review, sounds good.
It looks kind of good.
But
It's a 2000s Japanese horror movie, I do believe. Which I'm noticing there's definitely a lot of... There's a big Japanese... look at the next one.
Yeah.
The Engamis.
That one doesn't sound like horror, though.
When a tycoon passes away, he unexpectedly leaves a family fortune to the outsider and marries the grandsons, pitting blood against blood. Yeah, that just sounds like a family quarrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Engami family, 213. Probably aren't going to watch that ever.
I'm on the fence with Seance, but I
yeah.
don't know.
Number 212, Mr. Vampire.
Oh, no, not that one. The next one's on the list. I got kind of ahead of myself.
Never heard of Mr. Vampire.
What is it?
Poster looks crazy. The planned reburial of a village elder goes awry as the corpse resurrects into a hopping, bloodthirsty vampire threatening mankind. Therefore, a Taoist priest and his 2 disciples attempt to stop the terror.
Listen, I don't talk about it very often, but I love Kung Fu.
Uh-huh.
And this seems like Kung Fu horror mixed in a non-comical way.
Yeah.
Mr. Vampire's on the list. So.
All right, that's the list. Mr. Vampire. Number 211. Don't torture a duckling.
On the list already. I didn't even just by the poster. I went, oh, those sons of bitches.
The poster is pretty great. A reporter and a promiscuous young woman try to solve a series of child killings. So, in a remote southern Italian town, rife with superstition and a distrust of outsiders.
Look at the background image.
Oh,
that's a child.
I like to believe that's a doll. Like, that's not a real kid, right? Oh no.
Anyways,
we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna record this. I was gonna put it all in post, but I think it's easier just to do it this way. So, in case you were wondering, this is what the fuck we were talking about. it's a brutal fucking yeah.
Oh God, you're showing it.
I am showing it. Yeah. Number 210, A Quiet Place. We've seen this movie. It's a good movie. Really good movie. We did a podcast episode for it. You can go watch it.
It's scary and it made me cry.
It's one of the emotional ones. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the sequels, but I have seen the original, so it's a good one. Go check it out. 209, Dress to Kill. Never heard of it. I don't think. But yeah, Dress to Kill. Directed by Brian De Palma.
I think I've seen this.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is it a classic?
No. I mean, you'd like it, but it's not something I would.
Yeah, I mean, I know Brian De Palma, so, but I don't think I'll be watching it anytime soon.
It was like a big time movie when it came out.
Yeah. 208, Carnival of Sinners, 1943. Once again, we've made our opinions clear on the kind of 40s horror. I will say, though, if you click on it, Tyler, the background kind of looks cool. There's like a noose, and there's like some guys walking around in masks.
I'm sorry, but when I see a picture and it could be us in the picture, like there's not even special effects.
Yeah.
Right? Like...
207, Martyrs.
This looks real familiar.
Well, yeah. I've never heard of it.
It doesn't seem like a horror.
It
Again.
doesn't.
Like
It doesn't look like something I really want to watch either.
So I don't know how to say this politely, but a lot of these movies are not from the American market, which is not a downplay on them.
No.
Like I actually like this because it's showing us more variety.
But obviously, I will say that's why I think most of it we've been like, oh, I haven't heard of this one. It's because it's not, it's overseas stuff that, like every now and then a movie like that will pick up buzz over here, but not often. But yeah, never seen Martyrs. 206, The Bad Seed, which didn't they remake this, or am I just thinking, what's the movie with Macaulay Culkin?
Good Son.
The Good Son.
Which, reading the description, sounds exactly the same, except for the Bad Seed's a daughter and not a son.
Yeah. I've never seen this, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's very much kind of like The Omen. And, or no, maybe it's not any devil shit. Maybe it's just the kid likes to kill people.
Yeah, it just seems like a bad child or whatever. Not like bad, but like real bad.
Yeah. Never seen it. I am a sucker for kids or killing people movies, but I don't think I'll be watching this anytime soon. 205, Black Sunday. This poster looks crazy.
Unfortunately, the movie doesn't.
The movie doesn't look nearly as good as the poster. It kind of looks like a 60s Danny Trejo. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like I said, it's really hard for me to watch something from like, I say from the 60s, but like I don't know when Wicker Man came out.
Wicker Man, I think, was 71.
But like I didn't mind it.
Wicker Man rules.
Stuff like that. Fucking what's her name's New Shoes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch them, but like they gotta be like super interesting.
Yeah.
Like that poster almost sold me on it, but
the poster, I'm gonna be honest, the poster had me, and then I clicked on the movie, and it lost me. Yeah. But speaking of movies that fucking kick ass, 204, Green Room. Green Room is absolutely great, and everyone should fucking see it.
Yeah, I don't know if we did movie of the year or whatever, but it should have been up there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to say that we don't agree a lot, but I think we both really agreed that was a fantastic movie.
Yeah, we did an episode on it. Tyler, it was you found it, and I don't remember if it was just a trailer or something you saw, but you had us watch it, and we had no idea what it was about. And both of us, when we came in, were like, holy fuck. Yeah, this movie kicks ass. I've since gone on to watch Jeremy Saulner is his name. I've watched his other 2 movies. I haven't watched his newest one. But the other one is called like Blue Ruin. That's the one he made before this. Blue Ruin is also very good, but it's not nearly as good as Green Room. And then he made a movie called like Blood Party or something. And that one isn't very good, but but yeah, Green Room kicks ass. So I highly recommend Green Room. 203, Tumbad.
So here's my thing.
Oh, is this an Indian movie?
That's as well. I'll say I've never seen an Indian horror flick.
Yeah, is it Indian or is correct? And correct me if I'm wrong. Is Indian movie, do they just call that Bollywood, or is Bollywood a very specific, like,
I think Bollywood's like musical?
Is Bollywood like musical just only?
Yeah, there's like dancing and stuff in it. And so, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest, hey, if we offend anybody, it's not because we're trying to, it's because we're ignorant.
No, yeah, I don't think that was just me. Literally, I'm like, is that what it is? Like, yeah.
I don't even know if it's Indian, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Could be like Egyptian or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
The dude's mustache is telling me Indian. So.
Yeah, but Tumbad, never heard of it.
What is it? India? Oh, India. The first fucking word.
Yeah, it did say Indian or whatever.
In 1918, on the outskirts of Tumbad, a cursed village where it always rains, Vinayak, along with his mother and his brother, care of a mysterious old woman Secret of ancestral treasure. That okay? This doesn't
Uh,
even sound like a horror. It just
yeah,
sounds like a movie. But
yeah.
anyway, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it'd be nice if India showed up in our had a representation in the horror
Yeah, we
film.
haven't.
You know,
Yeah, we haven't had one of
so.
those yet. Number 202, Us. Jordan Peele's second movie. I fucking hate this movie.
I'm not a fan. I mean, okay, first of all, we both seen it.
Yeah, we both seen it.
I am not a fan. I think there's a lot of glaring problems with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Tom just doesn't like it. So
I don't. I like Get Out. I like Nope. I did not like Us at all. Yeah. I don't know what it was about it, but I was watching it and I was just like, this sucks.
so
um,
here's my thing with the movie
yeah.
is I think the premise is really good.
The premise is cool. Yeah.
But like it's kind of a take on I don't know. There's like a Simpsons episode, but the Simpsons episode is based on a horror movie, and I don't know what it is. Where there's like a lady has twins, right? And you have the good son and the bad son,
Yeah.
and then they lock the bad son in the attic,
Yeah.
and then at the end they kill the bad son, because he's breaking loose. But then you end up finding out that that was the good son, and the bad son swapped like a long
Yeah.
time ago, and who saw it coming?
Yeah.
It's that story, but reimagined. But no one gives credit to that story in it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's
like
a good current version,
There's some moments in it that I like, but as a whole, I really like for the three movies that he's made, it's the one that I'm really like I don't like that movie. So we've both seen it, but yeah, I'm not a fan of Us. 201, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
I was gonna say if you're just a casual horror fan or whatever, and I don't mean to like make fun of you by calling you a casual.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not like hardcore horror fan, you'd probably love Us. I think it's the perfect mixture of like horror and like just entertainment, right? Like,
Yeah.
But anyways, I can't stand Elvira.
Yeah.
I think it kind of mocks the whole industry and.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
I've never seen this. I've never watched her show that she has. But obviously, if you're in the horror world and you don't know Elvira, get a clue. Didn't mean to insult you there, anybody, but she's obviously she's a very known figure in the and a known figure. Am I right?
hey.
Yeah. Anyway. Number 200, Anguish, 1987. Never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
Yeah.
But that lady is like the face of horror forever. I think she's in the original Exorcist.
Yeah.
Or she's like a psychic, whatever, and she's like, "You need to leave this house" or something. So I'm gonna say the movie's probably good.
An ophthalmologist assistant with an unhealthy interest in human eyeballs goes on a killing spree to collect eyeballs for his overbearing mother's collection. Reality soon takes a bizarre turn, both for the characters and for the audience. Oh. All right.
I'm trying to look to see where the movies that lady's been in. Yeah, she was in the original Poltergeist.
Uh-huh.
She's in a lot. She's in the second one too.
Yeah, she's the one that has like the high pitched voice, right?
Yeah, but it's gravelly.
Yeah.
Like so, just based on her, I would say see it if you're.
I would say put it on the list.
Really?
You want to know the line that got me is the
surprising twist.
The reality soon takes a bizarre turn, both for the characters and the audience. That got me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I misspelled anguish 3 times.
All right, Anguish. Yeah, never heard of it, but we'll put it on the list.
I'm not even clicking on this next one.
Now we get to where we start our debate. 199 is Godzilla, Mothra and King Gallardo, Giant Monsters All-Out Attack from 2001. Godzilla, King Kong, not horror. It's monster movies to me aren't horror. I don't know. The Godzilla movie they made in like 2012 with Bryan Cranston, they tried, like, the trailer made it seem like it was going to be super horror. But it wasn't. I don't know. Yeah, Godzilla to me has never been horror.
I mean, I like the song.
The song rules. Yeah.
I don't remember who plays it.
Blue Oyster Cult. Which
I think I heard it in your car the other
you
day.
did, yeah. Which every time they make a Godzilla movie now, they always have that song, but they always have like some shitty like girl with an acoustic guitar or some shitty band cover it. And I'm like, why can't you just fucking play Blue Oyster Cult? We don't need these goddamn remakes. Just play the original. But they refuse to do it, Tyler. But yeah, Godzilla, Mothra, whatever bullshit. Sure, whatever. 198, Empire of Passion. Never heard of it. Another Japanese movie. It's got 5 ratings.
Yeah, do not. That doesn't. It's a lady who meets a dude. They have a relationship, and then they fucking scheme to kill the husband.
Okay, Tyler, I don't know what that fan's bullshit is. If you click on ratings, you can go to reviews, and there's a whole bunch of reviews for this movie. So I don't know what the fans thing means. Five fans. I don't know. I don't know what that means. But I've never seen that.
Yeah, it doesn't it doesn't sound like a real horror movie. It sounds like
197, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I have seen this movie. Have you never seen this movie?
I don't think I have.
All right, it's a fun one. It's got what's his face from Dodgeball, Pirate Pete in it.
Yeah, A Knight's Tale.
Yeah, it's got him in it. It's a fun one. I like it. I will say though, the one thing that doesn't add up for it, we had a coworker a couple years ago named Ray, who he just liked the worst shit ever. And he came to work one day and was talking about, I saw this movie called Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It was awesome. And I had to sit there the whole time agreeing with him that I liked it, but not being able to say out loud, like, yeah, I like it too. Because everything else he liked was so shitty. But anyway, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, I don't think we ever need to do an episode on it, but it's a fun one, Tyler. 196, Encounters of the Spooky Kind. Do you like this movie, Tyler?
No. I want to, though. I really do.
What is this poster, dude?
The image isn't much better.
No.
Like, I want to add that to the list, but the next one's like the next movie.
The next one looks, 195, yeah. The Golem. 1920. Okay, well.
Ooh, whatever.
I'm assuming this is silent. Oh, okay, never mind. I read this as Jews made a plague, but it's Jews of Prague. And I was like, oh, this is just a real racist movie. Yeah. This poster kicks ass.
It does.
But
then you click on the image and you see what the guy looks like.
What he really looks like, yeah. And you see that it's from 1920. And I'm assuming that it's a silent film. And we won't be watching that. 194, Tyler, Altered States. Have you ever seen this movie?
I have not, but it looks like something I'd want to watch.
This movie fucking rules. I own it. This was a Bags movie. He went months and months and months telling me to watch this movie. And I finally did. And yeah, it's very, very weird, very trippy. I told Bags it seemed like the worst movie you could ever watch if you were on mushrooms. Yeah. I recommend you check it out, Tyler. So, also, by the way, though, not a horror movie. Yeah, I don't know why it's on this list. I guess I can see how people would consider it horror, but I don't really see it that way. But it's very cool. You should watch it. So add it on the list for you.
It's on the yeah. I put it on there, but
Okay. Yeah. Also, I like. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, 193 Bones and All. Did you watch this movie?
no, I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I know it, and I think I wanted to watch it, but I never did.
Doesn't sound like a horror to me, then.
It's it is like I think the lady, the girl, they're vampires or like they eat people, but you know it's also like a romance thing, but they have to eat people or else they'll die. You know, vampire shit. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's all I'll say about that one.
Like I said, I looked at it and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh wait.
192 Poison for the Fairies.
It's Italian, right? Yeah.
I think it's
No,
Mexican.
Spanish.
Yeah, in Spanish. In 1960, yeah, yeah. I never heard of this movie. Also, this looks much older than the 80s, like the poster style and stuff. But yeah, the name is cool.
So I'm gonna put it on the list.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessarily gonna be, something we do,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I'm kind of a fan of the witch shit. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Kind of like kink, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. 191 The Ghost of Yatsuya, 1959.
Oh man, this looks great.
Never fucking heard of it. No.
Yeah, no.
I'm vetoing that one.
This next one looks like a real stinker.
Oh yeah, 190 The Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead. This honestly, Tyler, I think people unanimously say the Evil Dead 2 is the best one, which that's when Ash, the character you know as Ash, more becomes that character. I watched the trilogy like 2 years ago or something. Me and Maverick watched through it. I think the Evil Dead, the first one, might be the best one. I think, yeah, it's definitely the most horror-y of all of them, because once you get to 2, it really becomes a horror comedy, and then once you get to Army of Darkness, like it's like a straight up fantasy comedy thing. But yeah, I think Evil Dead honestly might be the best of the trilogy. Now that being said, I still will stand on the hill that the 2013 remake is the best Evil Dead movie there is.
It's pretty good.
But if we're talking original trilogy, the Evil Dead is probably my favorite. The original is probably my favorite out of it. 189, I Walked with a Zombie from 1943.
Cool poster. I might start collecting like retro horror movie posters.
Cool poster.
Sure the movie sucks. All the aspects.
I'm sure the movie sucks, and it's also, you gotta keep in mind, this is before Romero. So when they're saying I Walk with a Zombie, this is not flesh-eating zombie. This is like the fucking black magic zombie that's just like a dude that's like brainwashed. Yeah, and Nurse in the Caribbean turns to voodoo in hopes of curing her patient. Yeah, so I'm gonna skip out on that one. 188, The Day of the Beast. The poster looks cool.
Everything I read about the movie sounds kind of a little lame.
Everything that I'm seeing in the background kind of looks lame too.
Yeah, I was really stoked about it because, well, are they seeing what we see now? Like,
yeah, they're seeing it all.
So it's like, well, I'm focusing on 188, whatever, and the fact that we've seen 17 movies so far. But that being said, like, you just see glimpses of the poster from like below or above.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I saw Day of the Beast. I was like, this looks like my kind of shit, and then it was not.
It looked like a cool poster, and it was from '95, and I was like, okay, this isn't some '40s bullshit. But then everything else looks lame, so that's kind of sad. 187, Gozu. The background kind of looks fucking weird. Takes place. The body of the C-SPAN is gone. Oh, he decides to take a rest. Checks it, but even the ambience feels unusual. Soon realizes he may. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna pass on it,
Yeah.
but if someone else brings it up later, then maybe.
Okay.
That makes sense.
186. Cat People, 1942. I have heard of this movie. So I don't know what that tells you. The fact that I've heard of it, I think I've seen this poster even. That being said, I hope you don't want to watch it.
No, I am not even clicking on it.
Okay, 185 Pulse. What year did this come out? It wouldn't tell me. 2001. Another Japanese movie.
This one doesn't look that great though.
Yeah, it looks
Like
like
a lot of these are pretty intriguing. This one just seems like creepy
oh fuck.
stalker type, you know.
All right, yeah. 184 Strange Circus. We don't give a fuck about this movie. 183
Yeah.
is Bone Tomahawk, and this movie fucking rules, and Tyler hates it. And we've had many a fights over this movie. Bone Tomahawk rules. I own it. It's on Blu-ray.
On the shelf.
It's on the shelf, yeah. Yeah, this movie is awesome. Somehow in 2015, Kurt Russell just signed up to make this really fucked up horror western movie with these like Native American fucking zombie god tribes.
Cannibals.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah. It yeah, this movie rules. Fucking Zig Haig. I can't say his name. Captain Spaulding from the House of a Thousand Corpses and stuff. He's in this movie. I think it's one of his last roles before he passed away. David Arquette is also in this movie. Like Patrick Wilson is in this. Yeah, it's a really good movie. You would agree, wouldn't you, Tyler?
It's not bad. It's not my cup of tea. It's not something I've seen it. I wouldn't, tell people to watch it. Well, I would. Like, I'm not that kind of ass who just because I don't like something, I think it's bad for everybody. But
yeah, so Bone Tomahawk, it's cool. The 182, The Other Side of the Underneath.
Don't even click it. It's really
okay.
bad.
I clicked on it. Yeah, the title seemed interesting.
Yeah, but it's about a lady who was like molested as a kid, and everyone thinks she's crazy, but it's just that she was molested.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, not my cup of tea, probably not your cup of tea, but like I said.
181 Islands of the Lost Soul, 1932. Yep. Not even gonna bother with it. 180 Nazareno Cruz and the Wolf. This one doesn't even have a background picture, Tyler.
Son's son who will become a wolf on nights of the full moon, but this doesn't occur to him. When he's older, he meets the devil, who offers him the wealth of the world if he turns back on his newfound love. But if he refuses, he'll become a wolf.
All right, we're not gonna watch that
mind.
movie. That sounded fucking awful. This one, Alfred Hitchcock's Frenzy. I think this is the first Hitchcock film that's popped up. I know this name. Someone is a really big fan of this movie, and I can't remember who it is. I think it's Tarantino, maybe. But he's talked in this movie. I think it has like a really fucked up ending. But Frenzy, I've never seen it. Maybe one day. I'm assuming you haven't seen it either.
No, I've seen all of Hitchcock's.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them. Yeah.
All right, I won't fight you on it. I'll take your word.
Well, I mean, there's only like 9 movies. I want to say. It's
yeah,
not like a lot.
178 Bram Stoker's Dracula.
One of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I need to. It's on the list. I've been meaning to watch it forever, but I haven't. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola.
It's really good.
Is this the movie that even though I know it's supposed to be really good and stuff, is this the movie that fucking Keanu Reeves does his really bad British accent? Yeah. Okay.
Like, how can I phrase this? I think Winona Ryder's in it too.
She's in it.
They both suck. They
Yeah.
both suck. They're both horrible.
Okay.
Gary fucking Oldman
Uh-huh.
as Dracula?
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right.
I mean, they should just call the movie Dracula. Oh, wait.
Uh-huh.
They kind of did. So.
Bram Stoker's Dracula, you should, you've seen it, but, you know, I have it already saved as a movie that we should watch. But,
it's really good. Like
177.
I said, if you want to do a review on it, I'll watch it again.
177 is Wreck. This movie's pretty cool. You've never seen it? Yeah.
Oh, I put it on the list even.
Yeah, they remade this movie because this is I believe this is Spanish. They remade it with Dexter's sister from Dexter, where she was the star. And I don't remember what they called the remake, but yeah, this movie's pretty cool. Honestly, it's actually a really cool movie. We should probably watch it. You'll like it, I think. I believe also the guy who directed it is playing because she's like a news anchor lady and her cameraman's following her around the whole time. And he is like a character in the movie too. Like he's talking. I think the guy who's running around with the camera is the real director of the movie. I'm pretty sure that that's like a thing. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, Wreck is pretty cool. You guys should check it out if you haven't seen it. And me and Tyler should probably watch it again because it's been a long time since I've seen it. 176, Love Massacre. Yeah. The boyfriend of a young co-ed turns into a demented stalker after his sister's suicide. There you go. That's the that's the synopsis of that movie. 175, White Dog.
Worst poster I've ever seen for a movie.
Yeah. A trainer attempts to retrain a vicious dog that's been raised to kill black people. What the
I don't know if you should be laughing this hard at that.
I just wasn't expecting it to be so. Why is it so highly rated? We got a racist dog movie. Tyler, we gotta.
Everything in it, you're not gonna be able to talk about.
We gotta watch this movie. All right, well, write it down. I'll watch it in my spare time. I gotta see how this goes. Holy shit, White Dog. You ain't kidding. All right. 174. Hush Hush. Oh. Hush Hush. Sweet Charlotte.
Looks horrible.
Yeah. Haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, let me. Okay, yeah, no. Don't even click it.
All right.
Don't.
Well, hey, how about the next one? The 173, Gamera 2, Attack of Legion. Look at this fucking
movie.
thing. It's a fucking Godzilla movie. We've already. It's not a Godzilla. That's even worse. It's a fake Godzilla, and it's a sequel. The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. 1970. Ugh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This next one looks good. Have you seen this?
Where am I? Here I am. Raw.
Every Monday, baby.
I know this movie, but I have not seen it.
In Justine's family, everyone is a vet and a veterinarian. At 16, she's a gifted teen ready to take on her first year in vet school.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you read all you needed to read?
Oh my god. No, I wanted to add it on the list. The poster looks inspiring, but apparently she eats raw meat and it unlocks the beast inside of her.
Hell yeah, it does. Also, isn't this the chick that is in the Fallout show? Maybe not. Maybe not.
No.
Ella Rumpf. No. I don't know who the fuck
Apparently
this is.
it's the same chick from Titan.
Oh, yeah.
None of these other movies I think we've seen.
Okay. 170, A Tale of Two Sisters. 2003. Another Japanese
Good twin, bad twin.
horror flick. I don't know if it's good twin. They both look kind of fucking dead. Institution returns home with her sister only to face disturbing events between her stepmother and the ghosts haunting their house, all of which are connected to a dark past in the family. So, are you noticing a theme with a lot of these movies, or all just a dark past? Yeah, I think we'll skip that one, Tyler, if it doesn't upset you.
No, yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
All right. But hey, 169 in Lunacy. All right, well, the poster looked cool. A man takes up residence with a mysterious Marquis, who is soon persuaded to enter into an asylum for preventive therapy. Things are not what they seem. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, the Stepford Wives. I know this one.
Great movie. Has been remade twice.
Never seen it. Gonna be honest, never would have guessed that the Stepford Wives was a horror movie.
Have you seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
I haven't. We need to. And the guy just died.
The Faculty. Remember, you know the Faculty.
I know the Faculty.
Same concept, but like, so Stepford Wives. Okay, I've seen it, guys. It's okay. It's not the greatest, but it's good. Like, a lot of stuff's based on it, obviously. 'Cause I was just talking about it. But like, say you come home from working hard and your wife doesn't have dinner on the table.
Yeah.
So you give her one of the. Well, they'll replace her with a robot who does everything that she, whatever. And it's like a lady realizing her friends are changing and everything else. And it's a whole thing, but it's one of those like They Live type things, right? To where you're like, robot, but it's good. It's not bad. I wouldn't watch that one though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I always assumed the Stepford Wives was like Three's Company. Like, I always thought it was a show.
What is that weird movie? It's not The Faculty, but it's like that kind of movie where like the hot chick and the hot dude are in line and like everyone's getting like turned into like mindless zombies or like brainwashed. So they like escape in their underwear and they run off. Anyway.
Oh, I don't know. 167, Dante's Inferno from 1911.
So
I know you're a big Dante guy, but I don't know if you've ever seen the movie.
I've never seen the 1911 classic of Dante's Inferno. I'm gonna be honest with you though, there's an anime of it, and it's not scene for scene by any means.
Yeah.
But like, maybe don't watch the 1911 version, but any other version of Dante's Inferno, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Top notch. Again, not this one per se. Don't know, but it's really good.
166, The Night I'll Possess Your Corpse. Any thoughts on this one, Tyler? Why does it look like the Death Star is in the background of the poster?
I don't know. I really like the poster though. But no, yeah, it's a pass from me. Love it.
Yeah. All right. 165, Army of Darkness. So that's two of the Evil Dead trilogy. Now, keep in mind, I literally just said a little bit ago that Evil Dead 2 is notoriously, named the best one of the trilogy. So, by doing process of elimination, that would tell you that movie should pop up too at some point. So, are we gonna get the full Evil Dead trilogy in the top 250 horror movies?
I'm really excited to see like what makes it and what doesn't.
Yeah. I wonder how many of our top 10 will make it. Because I don't think any on mine have made it yet. But yeah, Army of Darkness, it's cool.
Green Room is one like.
Oh yeah, Green Room might have been on my top 10. I don't remember what was on my top 10 when we made it a while ago.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Army
of Darkness is great. I think it's one of those, like, if you don't know Elvira, look it up. But like, if you don't know Army of Darkness and you're a horror fan, then maybe you should.
Yeah. Army of Darkness is when Ash fully becomes Ash. Like, that's when you get like the Hail to the King baby and the boomstick. All that shit is in that movie. 164, Clear Cut.
Not a horror at all.
A very simple poster. A
Yeah,
white
no,
lawyer
you're-
finds his values shaken when he is paired with an angry indigenous activist who insists on kidnapping the head of a lodging company to teach him the price of his destruction. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, spooky. 163, Goldfish.
Coldfish.
Coldfish. I was about to make a whole the snack that smiles back joke and everything. Guy runs a tropical fish shop. Steps in to sell things. Runs a tropical fish. However, hides many dark secrets. Yeah. All right.
Look at the background picture. Why are there like hot chicks in bikinis or something?
Because that's like Japan loves that, man. It's all like hiya and the peace signs, and this is what I know from my Yakuza games. 162, The Seventh Curse. 1986. Never heard of it. Why does the one guy, if you click on it, the guy on the right, he looks like he's supposed to be in the Warriors?
What, in the Seventh Curse?
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Like I said, that guy is that Chow Yun Fat.
Who?
I thought his name was Chow Yun Fat. The guy in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I see Chow Yun Fat, yeah.
That's what I said, but he's not on the list.
He's on the list.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's just in the...
He's got like 7th billing.
Yeah, he's got like probably 3 scenes or something. I think we'll skip that one. 161, Nope. Did you ever get around to watching that?
Nope.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that guy you said looks like he should be in the Warriors. I think that's like a Buddhist.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
Nope.
Oh.
I really like it. I think it's cool. I would say that. No, it's horror. It's a horror movie.
I'm just not a big fan of Jordan Peele's take on things.
Yeah. This Nope is definitely the least Jordan Peele-y of Jordan Peele movies. So
I mean,
it has that
like
going for it for you.
The only reason I point that out is because, it's a me thing, not a taste thing, right? Like, it's a me thing, not like a...
Yeah.
Just a
Here's
shit, type thing.
Yeah, here's the thing. What do you know? What is Nope about?
I have no clue.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I gave him 2 shots with that, and he also is like the producer on the Lovecraft Country or Lovecraftian Country or whatever.
Why?
And,
Yeah.
So like after seeing all that, I didn't.
Well, I never watched that, but he was either the producer or the co-writer on the 2021 Candyman remake. And that movie I fucking hated. But anyway, Nope. It's pretty good. Go check it out. Blind Beast, 160 from 1969. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blind
the next
Sculptor.
one's even weirder.
Yeah. Dogra Magra, 159 from 1988. Young man kills his bride on the first day of his marriage and goes insane. He wakes up in an asylum with no memory, left in the hands of 2 mysterious doctors who relate his condition with his biological identity. Hey, Tyler, did you click on it?
No.
Oh, go ahead and click on it.
Now.
Why does the guy in the top hat kind of look like Asian Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I don't know. I don't agree, but yeah, I don't know.
I think the internet will. Yeah. 158, The Phantom of the Opera. Speaking of that movie that we talked about a little bit ago. Never seen it. I haven't seen any of the countless fucking remakes that they've made of it. Yeah.
It's okay. It's just it's kind of like the Hunchback of
Isn't it
Notre
a
Dame
musical?
if he's evil, yeah.
Oh.
But he likes yeah. So think Hunchback of Notre Dame, but the guy's evil. He's not really evil.
Yeah, I thought it. Yeah. Also, isn't it kind of a spoiler if you click on it? It like shows him standing there with his weird face. Isn't that kind of a spoiler? Like, isn't it like a big reveal what he looks like? Doesn't he have like that half mask thing on or something?
Maybe not in this one, but
Yeah.
yeah. But like, look at that face. You think half mask is gonna really do you any favors?
I mean, it'll help.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Um,
What? Oh. 157, Cemetery Man. 1994. Zombies, guns, and sex. Oh my. A cemetery man has the unusual problem of the dead rising from the grave. Himself and his assistant must end these creatures' lives again after they are reborn. Everything is going well until she comes along and stirs things up a bit. Tyler? He's gonna fuck a zombie in this movie, isn't he?
possible.
I'm looking at the background, and this is definitely like a zombie lady that he's looking at. And it's talking about until she comes. I think he's going to bang a zombie. He's going to fall in love with a zombie, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Cold Hands. Have you not?
No.
Really?
Cold Hands?
Isn't that the name of the?
Are you talking about Warm Bodies?
Maybe.
Cold Hands, Warm Bodies, you know.
And he starts turning human or whatever?
That is correct, yeah. Because he falls in love, so he starts to become human. Yeah. Oh, yeah, what are we thinking, Cemetery Man?
It looks right. What's that fucking movie you watch when you got your tattoo?
Fuck you. Moving on.
What was it? No, I'm just saying, like, the...
Return of the Living Dead?
Arts, yeah, but it by that background, right? It looks like it's the same, it's shot the same way and so on and so forth.
Nah. Return of the Living Dead is like peak cinema. That's going to be on the list in a little bit. It better be, or else I'll be fucking pissed. Yeah, I don't know. Cemetery Man kind of looks intriguing, mostly just because the guy's gonna fuck a zombie. I'd like to see how that goes, you know. The Demon, 1963.
That poster looks so good, and I've never regretted clicking something more.
Is this another sexual violence? Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. 155, Retribution, 2006. Okay. A ghost in red follows him and he begins to question his identity. His realization of what seems to have really happened results in something much more sinister and larger in scope. Hey, Tyler, do you think really the best image they could get for this movie was this person like coming out of a crack in a wall?
I think it's supposed to symbolize childbirth.
Is there any childbirth going on in this movie?
No, but it just made me... Anyway.
Okay.
But no, like, I clicked on the poster and it looked cool,
Yeah.
but this doesn't sound cool.
154, The Fall of the House of Usher. They just remade this. Or it's a TV show now.
It's a TV show, and I watched TV show. It's okay. It's pretty good.
This is from 1928.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that.
I'm never fucking watching that, yeah.
Next one, though.
Extinction, 1977. Well, no picture when you click on it. Helena and Renato are a couple who leave behind the big city to live in the comfort of a beach house and help Helena recover from her nervous crises. But soon she begins to suffer from increasingly worrying hallucinations, and the house's appliances begin to come to life. Is it all real or in her head?
Hey, Dave, the fridge is an asshole.
Yeah. This one takes new meaning to is your fridge running? You better go catch it. Like it really is. It's just all an ass.
Bad joke. Bad joke.
All right. They can't all be zingers.
Everyone's a critic, you know. Like, sorry.
Tyler, I'd say you maybe add that one to the list.
I want to based on the movie, like the poster,
Uh-huh.
but then it didn't have like an actual picture.
It
and
didn't have a
I was gonna
picture,
ironically, I was gonna get Suspiria again.
but it
Um,
it does have me curious as to how the house appliances are gonna come into it. I don't know.
it's on the list. It's on the list.
152, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Obviously, we've both seen this.
Here's my question:
Yeah?
do you think they're doing sequels?
Yeah.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah. Well, because, I mean, they've done the Evil Dead sequel. And they
But
did
they're
that
not-
Guarma 2 or whatever.
I'm just asking because
Yeah.
like I can't believe we're at 152. We're like almost 100 in,
Uh-huh.
and we're only getting like onesies and twosies. So if they are
Yeah.
doing regular, the top
Well,
fucking 50 is gonna be Jason and Michael.
no.
But-
I'm gonna say it right, there won't be a single Jason movie on this list. I don't think Jason... Nightmare on Elm Street tricks people into thinking it's highbrow enough for them to add it onto the list. And then Halloween, the original, will be on here. But I don't think any Jason movie will be on here. Because I think it's the sleaziest of the slee. If that makes sense. Like, Jason, obviously, is the real MVP when it comes to these types of movies. But, yeah. So, but I will say though, I think most people consider Dream Warriors the best Nightmare on Elm Street. So
That's my favorite.
that's the only one I could see that might pop up again. I really like Nightmare 2, but I think that one is kind of like that's the one that people forget about most of the time. But Nightmare 2, they make Freddy like actually scary again. Like he's a mean fucker in that movie. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, we both seen it. It's good.
It's good. Yeah, I mean it's
Classic.
Well, hold on.
Johnny
Does it hold
Depp's
up?
first role, I believe.
Does it hold up modern day? No.
I don't know.
But
I haven't
it's-
watched it in years.
It's good.
Yeah.
Like it's a good movie.
It's good. So,
Ooh.
there you go. Who Can Kill a Child? 1976, number 151. God, my dad's in this fucking movie. Suddenly, they were the only two adults left alive on the island. A couple of English tourists arrive at the island of an Almazaria off the Spanish Mediterranean coast, where they discover that there are no adults in a small fishing village, only some children who stare at them and smile mysteriously. Part of me is intrigued, and that's once again because I say I'm a sucker for like killer kid movies. But another part of me believes that we'll watch that movie and it'll be an hour and 20 minutes of just kids staring and smiling at them.
Giggling and running away.
Yeah, yeah, and be like, hey, we're so creepy.
So, random question, real fast.
Uh-huh.
We're 100 in.
Yeah, we've made it through 100.
Do you want to stop?
Well, what I was gonna do is I was just gonna have us keep going, but I was planning on chopping these up as it was.
Because we're like what, an hour and a half in already?
It's an hour 46 recording, but to be fair, I think like 20 of that at
Yeah.
the beginning was us bullshitting.
I mean, it's just at this point we gotta get up, walk around, stretch
All
our
right, well,
legs.
yeah, we'll stop here for the 100. And for us, it'll be simultaneous. We'll stretch and come back and do it. But then, it'll be two separate videos. So there you go. There's the first 100. 200. How many? What's our total at, Tyler? How many we watch? Make sure you get Nightmare on there. So add that down.
27.
Hell yeah. So we've watched.
That's a complete guess. I stopped counting. I didn't stop counting, but I lost track at like 16.
You know what? Honestly, when I'm editing this, I can keep track when I'm doing that. So here, Thomas, how many have we seen? We've seen 25, Thomas. Thanks, you fuck.
I'm gonna send you a list so far.
Is this
just
what
in
you
case
already
you
put in
wanted to-
chat, or is this Maverick? The fuck is that?
Yeah, it's Maverick. I'm sending a direct message to you.
Oh, okay.
It's just a list of the movies.
All right. Well, I'll save that for the end, and we'll read through the ones that we've added.
I just didn't know if you're gonna cut the movie, the thing in two, you'd probably want separated. But that's the only
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep adding to that list, but I didn't know if you wanted whatever.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, maybe that's how. Maybe the first 100. So we read like the ones we've added from the first 100.
Yeah.
All right.
And then on the next video, you'll have that one on.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, hey.
My thing.
Yeah.
And this is just me because I'm a continuity nerd.
Uh
huh. What's the chances that this list changes dramatically by the time these videos come out?
Well, I'm gonna try. Believe it or not, Tyler, I have a lot of free time.
Well, you're also showing your screen, so they'll see.
Yeah, they'll see. We're not lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, the first 100's down. We've seen however many Thomas said we've seen. We've added. So this is on the list out of the 100 movies we've watched that we're planning on watching. Titan, You Won't Be Alone, The House That Jack Built, Under the Skin, Black Sabbath, Ichi the Killer, Cecilia, yeah, Opera, The Abominable Dr. Fives, Don't Torture a Duckling, Mr. Vampire, Anguish, Altered States, Poison for the Fairies, Wreck.
Oh, yeah. White Dog.
So the name of the name White Dog, which I'm going through the list, and Tyler had written down. Cracker Dog Honky.
I forgot completely.
Yeah.
I forgot.
And Extinction.
So just a note.
Uh-huh.
We're 100 in.
Correct.
Maybe those last two came from the last 40, but most of ours are coming from
the beginning. We had a lot more enthusiasm, and then we kept getting the same Japanese 1960 movies over and over again, and we were like, all right, just keep moving. So
yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, hey, this is where this one will end. We're gonna take a break and then just come back and go through the last 100. But the next part will be out. I don't know. Probably maybe like the day after this one comes out. I guess that makes sense, right? You do them day after day. So, yeah, link to our Letterboxd accounts are in the description. You can go see them. If I remember, maybe I'll link the podcast that we've done on some of the ones we've covered in the description as well. So you can go check that out. Yeah. All right, see you guys for part 2 where we finish up the top 250 best horror movies on Letterboxd.